Okay, let's have a look at these things. Let's do a spiral 4. And on page 1, you're going to get the times table triangles. So here, I've got 10 times 2, and so in here, I'm going to write in 20. Something times 7 equals 7, sorry, so that's 1. And over here, 10 times something equals 70, so that's 7. Okay, 10 times something, so that's 6. In here, something times 9 is, so that's 5. And you work your way through there doing those things. Okay, so in here, we're looking at this is pretty similar to spiral 3, except that you've got all of the times tables in there up to 12. So nothing times 5 is not 5, it's nothing. All right, and then we've got a 19. And the idea here is to get you trying to go through this quite quickly and make mistakes because you're rushing. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. So if you had 20 quid and you had 2 people, how much would you get each? That would be 10 quid. 5 times 1 is 5. 34 divided by 10. Okay, so all the digits, the 3 is going to move to the units column and the 4 is going to use the tenths column. So it's going to be 3.4. Anything times by 10, the 9 here, so 9 times 10, we're going to shift that up. The units are going to go into the tens column. And so that's in the tens column, and then we're going to fill that up with a 0 in the units column. All right, so we basically shift all the digits up and put a 0 in there. So if we put in times it by 100, we're going to put 2 zeros in. Okay, all right, so 9 to that. So this one over this side, pretty similar. So 12 times something equals 108. Okay, I happen to know that's 9. So 9 plus something equals 18. Well, I think that's 9 as well. So so 12 take away something equals 3. I think that's 9 as well. All right. So 50 divided by something equals 5. Okay, well, I know that's 10. 12 times something equals 120. All right, and that's 10 as well. Okay. So 100 times something is 500. Well, the clue's in the 500, isn't it? 5 times something equals 40. That's 8. 3 plus something equals 13, so that's 10. 6 take away something equals 6, so I'll have to take nothing away. Okay, so then we've got, because it's random the way the questions come, 50 divided by something is 5, so that's the same as the answer below. All right, so we work our way down page 2. So most of our page 2s have some element of that in it. Right, so we get to page 3, and it's going to look slightly different again now. So this is called place value. So 59 times 10. I'm going to write the 59, I'm going to move the digits up a place in there and put the 0 in here. I'm going through the same thing again there. I'm shifting the 5 and the 9 up, and I'm going to put a couple of zeros in there. Why 2 zeros? Because there are 2 zeros there. Why 1 0 there? Because there's 2 there. What on earth am I going to do with 3 zeros at this point? Can you guess? I hope so. 23, I always put a comma before we put the 3 digits. I'll explain more about that in class, but it divides it up. That becomes 23,000. It's just easy to do. So let's go back again. 27 times 10. So I'm going to write down 27, and I'm going to put the 0 in from here, and I'm going to put it in here. 76. 2 zeros this time. Happy days. 13. Oh, 13. So this is 1,001. So I'm going to put my comma in. All right, 7.7. Okay, so that's not massively different. This 7 is going to move into the tens column and become 7, and this 7 is going to be moved to the units column. So the answer is going to be 77. So we've just moved everything up again as we've done before. So look at this one here. We've got 2 zeros here, so this 5 has got to move once, twice. So the 5 goes there, and that's got to be a 0 just there. The answer's 50. Okay, right. So let's go on to the other side. So we've got to divide now. So we can now be taking away the zeros that we had before. So this 0 here and this 0 here are going to go away, and the answer's 130. So we've got 1 0 here, and I've got 1 0 here. The answer's 98. I've got 12 divided by 10. So that means that that 1 is going to go into the units column, and that 2 is going to go into the tens column. So it's going to look like that at 1.2. Okay, so looking at this one now, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, the answer is going to be 16. Okay, I've got 1 0 here and a 0 there, the answer is going to be 35. And I've got 3 zeros now. Okay, so the decimal point here, all right, so if you think about this moving around, everything moving down 3 places. So that moves down to 3 places. That moves down 3 places, that moves down 3 places. And so this one to move down 3 places, it's going to move from there to here, just in front of the decimal point, and the 1 is going to move 3 places to just afterwards. So the answer is 9.1. Okay, so the same sort of things happening here. We've got to move everything down. So there's our decimal place. So the 6 goes on to the other side of the decimal place, and the 9 goes into the units. 9.6. I know I'm speaking quickly. Same thing is going to happen here. This is my decimal point at the moment. So the 9 is going to move after the decimal point, and the 8 is going to move. The 8 is going to move from the tens column into the units column, and the answer is 8.9. Okay, stop the video, watch, go back, have a look. Okay, so 588 divided by 21. Does 21 go into 5? No, it doesn't. Okay, so what have I got a remainder there? I've got a remainder of 5. So does 21 go into 58? Well, yes, it does. So I'm going to do 21 times 1, okay? Or 21 is times 1. So I'm going to add 21 to 21. So 21 plus 20 is 41, plus 1 is 42, okay? And that's what times 2 is. Okay, so let's go again, add another 21 to that. So add the 20 to it, you get 62. Add the 1 to it, I get 63. And that's your times 3. Okay, so that's too big, isn't it? So 21 will only in total go twice. So they put a big 2 here. All right, and then it's 42. So I can take away 42 from that, and I get 2 from 8 is 6. And then 40 from 50 is 10. So I've got 16 remainder. So I'm going to put that 16 remainder there. And I've just got to keep going and adding 21 until such a point as we get to 168. Okay, so let's go again. So add 21 to that, so it becomes 83 plus another 1 makes 84, and that's where it's, oh, where's it gone? Oh, you monkey, what are you flipping doing? Right, jump down, there we go. So that's times 4. Okay, so add 20 on again, that's 105, and that's 5. 126 is 6, 147 is 7, 168 is 8. That's what we're looking for, isn't it? 168. So that goes 8 times. So the answer there is 588 divided by 21. The answer is 28. Okay, let's do one more of those because they're hard. Okay, so 675 divided by 15. Does 15 go into 6? No, it doesn't. I got 6 remainder. It goes in front of my next digit. Okay, so I've now started to do, so 1 is 15, 2 is 30, 3 is 45, 4 is 60, so that's going to be it, 5 is 75, isn't it? So how many times does 15 go into 67? Well, the answer is 4, all right, and 4 times that is 60, so I'm going to take that away and I've got 7 remainder. So my 7 remainder goes in front of the 5 up there, and I now look into 15 into 75. I've already got it, it's just there, the answer is 5. So 675 divided by 15 is 45. Okay? Right, so what I've got down here, some other questions to do in your book. Just practice them, just get on what you're doing. So we're on to another week. This is page 1, you know how to do that. This is page 2, okay, you know how to do that. Here we go to page 3. Not quite so sure about this. Well, this is just division, and it happens, it's really dead simple because they're both on here again. So 108 divided by 9. So where does 108 come in the 9 times table? Well, let's just do a little checkup over here. I've got some space over here. I know that 9 times 10 equals 90. And 108 is bigger than that. So I know that 9 times 11 is 99. I know it's bigger than that. So 9 times 12 is 108. So that's my answer. The answer is 12. So you look at it really, you're asking the question here, what does 9 times by to make 108? That's what it means. All right. So let's look at this one. 44 divided by 11. So same sort of process. Look at your 4 times table, and we know that 44 is times 11. Okay, so over here, if you know that the 4 times table, where does that come up? It comes up at 6. Okay, so this is just a different way of writing division. So what do you times 3 by to make 30? It's 10. Okay, oh, there we go. We've got the same question 3 times. All right. Okay, so work your way down those, and we're back to a times table page, and we're back to a page 2, right, with all of those things in, and we're back to page 3. Okay, so it's page 3. So we've got 1 digit times 2 digit multiplication. So what we're going to do here, we've got 8 times 2. So 8 times 2 is 16. So I'm going to put the 6 in the unit column and the 1 in the tens column. Now we're going to do 8 times 20. So that 2 is in the 20 column, but it's easier to treat it as 2. And we can do that if we put our magic 0 in here. We can just worry about then 8 times 2 is 16 again. So we put our 6 here and our 1 over here. We now need to add them up because 8 times 2 is 16. Okay, and then 8 times 20 is 160. So we add them up, 6, 7, 1. Where's that answer? That's the answer, happy days. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's do the same thing here. 2 times 5 is 10. So 1 in the tens column, 0 in this column. And then I've got 2 times 2, but it's not 2 times 2, it's 2 times 20. So magic 0 in, I can treat it as 2 times 2, which is 40. So this line is 2 times 5, and this line is 2 times 20. Add them together, and the answer is 50. Okay, so written method, add or subtract. Okay, so this one, we are adding. So 8 plus 1 is 9, and that is also 9, so the answer is 99. Okay, so let's come over here. So we've got to take away. 7 take away 1 is 6, and 6 take away 3 is, it's really 60 take away 30, but we do 6 take away 3 and we can put it, and it goes into the 30s column, so the answer there is 36. Okay, so let's have a look at these. So we've either got to use that symbol, or that symbol. So look at these two numbers. We've got 15 and we've got 14. Which one's the biggest one? I'd hope you know that the biggest one is 15. So the symbol with the biggest end goes towards the biggest number. The one with the smallest end goes towards the smallest number. Let's have a look at this next one. So 24 is bigger than 23. So we write it like that. 99 is bigger than 87. So we write it like that. 13 is the same as 13, so we put in equals. 29 is bigger than 25, so the big end goes towards the 29, and we've got the same way round for 91 and 81. Okay, so another different activity in here. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20. The next one is 25. We've got 0, 5, 10, 15, so that's 20. We've got 20, 30, 40, 50, so the next one's going to be 60. Okay, are we happy with that? I hope so. So what is 10 less than 59? Okay, that's 49. So we keep the units the same and we just reduce the tens column. 10 more than 65, well, the tens column there is a 6, so that becomes 75 because we make that one bigger. 10 less than 71. Okay, so we're interested in the 7. We make that one smaller, it's 61. Okay, same idea on the other side, but over here, I've been a little bit sneaky. Some of these ones look heading downwards. So 23, 18, 13, 8, I reckon that's 3. All right, so the next one that's also moving down in 5s, and the next one will be 1. Okay, back to triangles again. Back to these again. Right, so what we got now? 1 digit by 3 digit. Oh my God, that's super scary. No, it isn't at all. It's fine. Okay, it's absolutely fine. Here, we're going to do 3 times 5. Here, we've got a magic 0 in place, and we're going to do 3 times 40. And here, we're going to do 3 times 300. Okay, and then we're going to add them all together. So what is 3 times 5? It is 15. So the 1 goes in the tens column, the 5 goes in the units column. Okay, we're now going to do 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So the 2 goes into this column and the 1 goes into this column, because really it's not 4, it's 40. All right, and 3 lots of 40 is 120. Look at the whole line. And then we're going to do 3 times 3, which is 9. We're going to add them together, 5, 3, and this is 10. So a 0 here and a 1 over here. Okay, let's do one more. So here is going to be 2 times 4, which is 8. Here is going to be 2 times 50. Okay, so 2 times 10 is 10. Okay, and we've already got the 0 there, which makes it 100. Makes life so much easier. 2 times 300 is going to be 600. So 2 times 3 is 6. So we add them together and we've got 8, 0, 7. Okay, right, so what have we got on here? All right, so what have we got here? So mental arithmetic. So here, we're just going to add a unit in place here. So we're going to add that unit to this unit in here. So if you think about 7 plus 8,